You know, we had a good day one today, and I told our guys, I said, it's all about us each and every day just getting better, and it's your fundamentals and technique that you really work on. So tomorrow we'd like to see a better practice than what we saw today, and it's still about just building a team. You're always looking for the leadership, and I was talking to Perkins today, I was talking to Ja'Cory Ward, Petey, Tim Cole, Blewett, all those guys, Dylan Haynes, and I'm just looking for those older guys just to show them how to practice. At the beginning of practice, we're just trying to teach them a pursuit drill. Some of the freshmen they just never talked about angles, and so they didn't know how to, get in front of the ball. But, tomorrow we'll go back out and just each and every day just get better and give our guys a chance to where they can improve. Well, I looked at the quarterbacks today, and there's Swoops, there's Bouchel, even Hurd ran around, and so with your Merrick. So when you look at the quarterback position, you just knowing that we know what we're battling against, and knowing that they got to get better, and you know that we know at some point we're going to have to make a decision who's the guy's going to be, because it gives more flow to the team. And so once we make a decision, then we go with it, and other guys that know that they all have a role, they have some part, and they all understand that. So I think when we make a decision, then the other guys understand who it is. Which are the freshmen that are further along? Well, you have to look at those guys that were here this spring with Bouchel, with Colin, with Boyd. Those guys, they were here this spring, and Shackelford, so they're further along than the rest of the freshmen because they know how to practice and they understand how. Well, when linemen, I'm always looking for big guys because I believe big guys beat up little guys, and you can't get enough of them. And you look at the 6 linemen that we signed on the offensive line, and then you look at the defensive front, and that's where you have to get big because that's where you're going to win the games. Because if you can't put pressure on people, if you can't block people, then you don't have a chance. And you look at us from last year, even just looking at bodies, how many bodies are out there now. I know even you were surprised just seeing how big they are. But I have to recruit size.
How would you compare the size of your roster now to when you got here?
Oh, it's much bigger now. I mean, you look at it. You look at the linemen, just defensive front. I mean, there's a lot of bodies down there now, which we didn't have those bodies. It was hard to practice some days. Then you look at the offensive line. You're just holding on, just making sure if anyone got injured, who was going to go in next. So now you can put a guy out there and say, okay, let's teach him. That's what I told our guys. I said, now we're talented enough. It's all about us coaching them now. It's no more excuses. Just get them coached up. I know they're young, but still, though, there've been a lot of teams win a bunch of games that were very young.